equations with complex coefficients, of course with I being defined in the very well-known way, I squared is equal to -1. Okay, a familiar textbook definition is I is equal to the square root of -1. Okay, but this is very similar to a video I did fairly recently where the algebraic structure just controls everything. Notice we do have three unknowns, x, y, and z, in only two equations, and so you would think that would be a headache. But this algebraic identity, which we did on a similar problem, real valued, holds up with complex as well. Okay, I think any algebraic identity that holds up for real numbers is going to hold up for complex numbers, fairly certain of that. But in any event, you just carry on here in a natural sort of way. You just make the substitutions. X plus y plus z is equal to 2 plus 3i. And then x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 plus 5i. Okay? And so notice the multiplication here is pretty easy right here. You can think of this as just in the form a plus b right here. So you have a plus b quantity squared. A plus b quantity squared. And then right beneath it, I'm just, again, maybe the most popular identity in algebra is a plus b quantity squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. I still see people, even people who are pretty practiced in mathematics, multiplying it by hand each time, but I think using the identity makes the computation a little more straightforward. Okay. Now also notice right at this very same spot, I squared is equal to -1, right? I squared is -1. That's the definition basically of I. Okay, so we can replace 9i squared with the -9 that you see right down here. Notice the 4's do go away very nicely. And when you subtract 5i from both sides, you get this complex number in standard form, the real part, and then the imaginary part. Now notice we are looking for xy plus xz plus yz. That's what we're trying to evaluate. And so a simple division by 2 will finish this thing off. You'll end up with -9/2 as the real part, and then plus 7/2 as the imaginary part. It was too bad about the San Francisco quarterback. I think they had a chance if they kept their big guy in there uninjured. Now, so this is equal to, we divided everything in sight by 2, and so we're left with what we were looking for, xy plus xz. They were talking about Christian McCaverty actually being the 4th-string quarterback. All right, y'all, and that's what we were looking for. Okay, this is the answer right here. Okay, again, y'all, I think a very difficult problem. If we don't have, it's difficult in the sense that if you're unaware of this identity, how are you going to solve this? How in the world are you going to solve this underdetermined system without using some sort of algebraic crutch like we did right here? And again, I want to emphasize, we still didn't find out what the value of x was. We don't know what the value of x is at this stage. We don't know what the value of y is, nor do we know the value of z. And yet we know what x times y plus x times z plus y times z is. And from here, I don't even know how to solve for x, y, and z. I don't think you can. It's crazy. You know, it's very crazy. Maybe you guys can enlighten me, but I think this is as far as we can go with this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed.